Hello again, everybody. Sci-Fi Guy 86 here. I have taken a little hiatus from my Let's Build series, but I figured I would go ahead and start back up again. But it's been so long that I figured why not go ahead and start a new build on a new map and even on a new console. So here we are on Xbox on my, well, you may have seen my most recent World Tour upload, Sci-Fi Guy's Everything map, and this is that map. I've got a little bit of everything on here. So my idea is, pretty much as my Let's Build season progresses, we'll move from plot to plot. But I don't want to do these little guys, I want to do a big one. So right over here in this corner is where I want to start. Alright, so this plot is something like 175 by 175, it might be 190, something like that, so it's a pretty good size. Now, the first thing that I do when I design a modern city as I decide on the streets. There's a lot of things you can do for the streets. There's something I like right now and that I'm going to be using, but first you have to decide where you want the streets. So I'm going to go ahead and count out a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 will be pretty good size. That gives us enough room for just about anything we might want to build in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I want 3, and then I'm going to want... I'll go ahead and do that for now, so I can kind of have an idea what I'm doing. Alright, so this might not make sense what I'm doing right now, but you'll see soon why I'm doing what I'm doing. When you see the finished product, that is. Black carpet, and some of you may know what I'm about to do just by the materials I'm about to use, so... Okay, so this is the easy trick here. And it looks like it's a little road divider. Check that out. Isn't that cool? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and replace these because I would like to also have it all the way up to, but not including the last line because I don't want it to, I don't want you to be able to see the sign underneath, so I like to have that all the way up to, but not including. Okay, anyway. Now the rest of this just needs to be at the same level. You can use this technique, whatever, it works. You can use this technique, it also works. But in order to save a little bit of work in the end, as far as, a little less time building it, because I'm all about efficiency, make sure that you, first, let me go and get this line. If you're not changing blocks, it makes it a lot faster. See what I'm saying? It's not by much. I mean, really, I say a lot, but it's really not by much. It's very slight, actually. But I just realized that this was supposed to be signs, because the middle of the street. So you have a double line in the middle, because you don't want people to cross that. I wish we had drivable cars in Minecraft. It would make modern city maps amazing. The one thing that I wish we could add, one mod pack, like if I had to choose, probably wouldn't even be cars, but it would be an awesome one to have. I wish Microsoft buying 4J or Mojang Minecraft from Notch and everything. I hope that that means that we're going to get mod packs. I hope that they have the resources and the lawyers available to get us the mods, because I know that was a big issue as to why we weren't getting mods before, is because 4J was having a real hard time, Mojang was having a real hard time contacting the people that created the mods and finding out, whose right it was and who would make the money from it, and finding out the appropriate deals and all that kind of thing. So yeah, all right. I would also actually like to trim this down a little bit. It's not quite the right size. All right, so. Anyway, just replace this last side over here real quick. This is the design more or less. I just wanted to show you guys that how I build my streets before I zoom through and skip past some work here, because I don't want you guys just to watch me build this all the way across here and the intersections and stuff. But I wouldn't mind showing you maybe an outline of what I'm going to do before I do it. So yeah, anyway, wanted to show you how I make my road, and then, or at least my current version. Another thing I like to do, I like changing up and having a little bit of a sewer kind of thing going on, but the best way that I've found to do it is actually doing it this way. And then every so often I like to put in a little dip, Actually, that's probably a bad place for it. Right here would be better. Okay, a little dip in the ground. And then this needs to go like that, and actually one more up. And now we've got a nice little gutter area there. But honestly, you could also do it that way. It's just a matter of preference. I like the gutter going that way. Kind of makes me feel like the road is kind of supported by this instead of exposed. I actually like to leave that one like that. Also, I like to make it too wide all the way across. Now, interesting. I like to add in a sewer, but not always. So I'm going to go ahead and add in an extra line here. Now this is a lot of times where the walls of the different buildings and stuff will be, so that'll be kind of hidden. But this down here will be where you put in your sewer, and all you have to do for a sewer, or at least for a rainwater sewer, it's pretty easy, pretty simple stuff. I like to make sure that it's at least most of it is travelable, that you can get in here and you can explore it. If you're making a Hunger Games map or something, then it makes it really nice. Extra detail, nice extra spot to kind of hide out and stalk your prey, so to speak. But yeah, I think that the bottom part of a sewer would be kind of gross and slimy, so I like to put in this underneath the stone slabs to kind of make it look slimy. A little bit. Something else I like to do is have one of these sides here kind of continue down underneath the street. Maybe turn away so that it looks like it goes on forever or something, Alright, and then put this back on top there. Replace that floor right there with that guy. There we go. Now when you're looking down there, you have no idea where it goes. But if I put in a little water down here, and actually I like to put it one more down here, like that, then it's not too bad. Also, I like to put in that like that. But yeah, and now it looks like it's a nice little sewer kind of thing going on. Very cool. And you can look in here and you see the water passing by. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I do, and then I like to connect them as I go. That's one thing I'll do in a modern city. Another thing I like to do is medians, but this road is just going to be, well, I'm thinking about making this road a 2-lane road instead, but if I add in a median, because this is a 4-lane road, I could do some fun stuff and make this side like the downtown. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a median, I think. Alright. So medians are pretty easy. It's just a matter of deciding two things. I mean, one, what do you want inside the median, and two, what do you want to decide the layout of the median. And so you could do things like this, where, okay, so we've got a little, maybe a rainwater channel or something. Would work, maybe. What I like to do is a little fancier. Not really that much fancier, but fancier enough that it works. Alright, so add grass in the center here, and then you can add in trees every so often. I like spruce the most, as you know. Where's my decoration? There we go. Bone meal. Alright, so first off, that, and I know it's a silly little detail, but if you add the bone meal to the dirt, it gives you a little grass, it makes it look a little more real. It helps you out a little bit more. Every little detail counts. Alright? Now, one last thing that I like to add, especially in the center, in the median area. I'm going to go ahead and extend this out a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go and put it right here. There we go. And actually, I'll just go with that for now. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go with 7 for now. So, I like to add in this extra little support underneath here just to kind of give it the illusion that it's actually being supported. Every little detail helps, you know. Okay, so one other thing I like to do see in the Modern City texture pack, I'm not in the Modern City texture pack. In the Modern City texture pack, these look a lot nicer, but I'm not using it because in this map I don't tend to use that. Maybe I'll switch over to that when I speed it up so you can see it nicer. Yeah. Anyway, so at this point, all I would do is just kind of continue my road. Black wool block. Alright. Back to the signs. Except that's not where we want that. Jeez, okay. We want these to be lined up where those wood slabs are right there. Oops. There we go. There we go. Alright, all the way across the top with the carpet. Alright. So, simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and add in the other lane now, though. So we've got 3, so this would be the other lane. Two. 3. Alright. As you can see, it's a little bit of a complicated road. A lot of people just use wool blocks or coal or, well, depending on if you're PC or Xbox. There's a lot of different methods for making roads, and they're not as complex as this one is. I mean, this one takes a lot more blocks than most do, but it looks really nice. I like the finished look of it. It's definitely, I don't know, it's a very nice detail. I definitely like it. And a shout out goes out to my friend Rated V for Vendetta. Even though I think he changed his gamertag recently, he knows who I'm talking about. But he showed me this technique relatively recently. Maybe it was a couple months ago. And it's been very helpful. It definitely is a nice detail to add to any modern city, really. Okay, so we've got the 3, and then we put the block. Is that where we want it? Yeah. Right there. Alright, so pretty simple stuff for the most part. I mean, doesn't take a lot of work. It's just complicated. With practice, it makes it really easy. Certain things, when it comes down to the design of your road, it's all about, you know, how much work are you wanting to put in. For me, the amount of work doesn't matter. It's all about the detail. The more detail I can add, the better. Doesn't matter if it takes me longer. I'd much rather add that detail. Okay, so at this point, what I would usually do is just go ahead and continue this process for pretty much all the way across the map. But what I'm going to go ahead and do instead is design my road layout. So what I'm going to do is take this all the way across the map. Well, at least all the way across this plot. But yeah, I would like to do at least a downtown portion. I don't know if I'll have the room to do more than that. I might have to dedicate a different plot to the residential and a different plot to the learning sector, college and high school and such, all the little sports fields and everything that they might need. But we'll see. I have a modern city map for a lot of that stuff you guys may have seen. Okay. Alright, so we've got that all the way across the map now. What that gives me is a nice row here that I can just pretty much do whatever I'd like. As far as, you know, this could be my main street. This is my main street. And I'm going to go ahead and go to this other side, do the exact same thing I did on that side. But every so often, I'm going to have to count this actually, because every so often I'm going to have to change up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to change up what is happening over here, because there's going to be intersections kind of branching off and going into the residential side, I'm thinking. So what I'm probably going to do is have both sides of this street be all the main big buildings, apartment buildings and stuff like that, and then have over here some houses and stuff like that. So that sounds good to me. Alright. Always start with the plan. If you don't know what you're doing, it makes it a lot harder. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35. Alright. One way to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 34 on the 35th. Alright, so then I just need to go like this. Alright, but at this point what I need to figure out is an intersection. Now intersections are fun. I think so, at least. They can be if you know what you're doing. Now, I'm not going to include a turning lane in this intersection. Maybe I'll do a bigger intersection in, like over there or something. And this will just be the smaller intersection. But intersections can be very complicated depending on how many lanes and depending on if you're adding turn signals, turning lanes, yielding lanes, a roundabout. I mean, it depends on what kind of style you want to go with. So decide that before you start building an intersection. I'm just going to build a pretty much standard intersection. Let's see here. So first off, you have to figure out where your crosswalk is. I like to have crosswalks. You don't have to have a crosswalk if you don't really want it. But I like to have crosswalks. And then you just take it all the way across to the other side of the street. Nope. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do some filler work real quick and come right back. That way I'm not going for too long without too much progress. It's been 20 minutes and I haven't completed much because of how much detail work I'm putting in. But I'm going to go ahead and speed through a little bit of this so you can kind of see a little more of the finished look of what this design will be for the streets. And the next episode of my Let's Build series, we'll probably go ahead and tackle the first build, and we'll go ahead and put it right here in this corner. And it'll be a skyscraper. It'll be a very simple skyscraper to start, probably square, possibly circle. I haven't decided. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.